What's up, Gemini? How you feeling today? I hope that you are feeling great. I want to thank you for coming to my channel, The Life of Poon. Today, I am just going to be reading the cards of what you need to know at this moment. Um, Again, I am your host, Poon, and so far, what I'm seeing from just picking up on the energy here is that you have to stop looking at your flaws. You have been looking at your flaws, and it's really just been coming out of you at this moment to help you realize exactly where your insecurities lies. And it's like you have all this passion and you have all this wisdom and you have everything just burning so heavily inside of you that it's time to now stop doing that to yourself and start to realize who you truly are, because you have, like I said, this passion burning in you so heavily. And it's like at the same time, you have this fire in you that's burning heavily within you, but at the same time, it's like the opposite side of that is burning in you as well, which is those insecurities that keep popping up, and it's time to release them. It's time to let them go. It's time to really start anew. So let's see what the cards has to say for you so far regarding what's happening in your life and what you need to know at this moment in time. For Gemini. I see like you may be walking away from certain things, and I believe it got to be really these insecure thoughts, these insecure feelings that is keeping you back. Yep. Like I said, it's crazy. You got like two sides of you. Wow, that Gemini energy. That two sides of you at the moment. The one side is so negative that is constantly beating yourself up, constantly trying to bring you down, constantly trying to bring in those insecure feelings of just trying to weigh you down. And it's this. It's those negative emotions that you just been feeling since childhood. But then on the opposite end of it, you got this, which is that passion that I was talking about, which is that those things that make you feel alive, which is those people in your life that makes you feel amazing. And it's like you got to let go of that the past. You got to let go of those toxic behaviors, because on the opposite end here, you got happiness, you got joy, you got fully realizing what you're here for and fully realizing what makes you feel alive. But in the middle of it, with those two combined energies, in the middle of it, you got this, which is heartbreak. And it's like you having these heartbreak moments and you're not even really realizing where it's coming from. You just may wake up and you may feel down and you don't know why you feel down. And it's like your mental is really just making you feel so confused. And it's because of that past energy that you just are hanging on to, and those insecurities that you're hanging on to, when it's like, no, you got to tap more into that more positive side of you. That makes you feel alive again, because it's like you are walking through life and it's just like you just feel as though, why do I feel this way? Why is this happening to me? And it's happening because it's like you're giving energy into this negativity that's from your past, when it's time to let go of that and really realize where who are you becoming, because you're becoming a better person. You are, but you're just in the midst of the storm at this moment, and it's because it's like you're still holding on to these negative habits, these negative people, these negative thoughts, these negative words that you keep saying to yourself, these insecurities that keep popping up. And it's time to fully let that go so you can fully live into the sunshine of your life, because it's time to connect more with your heart chakra, because you can't keep trying to avoid how you feel. You need to sit with your feelings and understand where they're coming from, because it's coming from your past. Somewhere down the line in your past, you were taught some of these negative things. And that's why you keep going through what you're going through of just mentally feeling heartbroken, and because you're trying to avoid these feelings. And that's why they keep popping up, is because, and it's making you feel stagnant, because it's like, when are you going to fully sit with yourself? When are you going to fully sit with how you're feeling and realize that these mental blockages that are coming is because you're not really connecting and releasing that of the past, and releasing um, that judgment on self, and releasing you feeling so down about yourself, releasing those insecurities, because you're being so cautious when it comes to your passions. You're being so cautious when it comes to things that you want to do with your life. And it's time to realize that your life is trying to call you to become better. And you have to become better by really dropping those negative habits, things, thoughts from the past. Period. Truly. Because you are managing your money well, think money is coming in. You may be like learning new ways, learning new things at your job, maybe getting a new job, maybe starting your own business. But what is holding you back? Because I feel like it's causing weight gain. I don't know. I just feel like it's just causing a little bit of weight gain, because it's like you're holding on to these things that no longer really serve you. And it's like, that's not you any longer. It's those negative habits that how you were raised. And it's time to be done with it once and for all, because your life is trying to evolve you, and you know what you need to let go of. You know exactly what you need to do. You know exactly the thoughts that you need to let go of so you can move forward and upgrade your life. You know exactly what you need to do. So it's time to have that new perspective when it comes to things, and stop reminiscing so much on how good life was in the past, or stop like having these thoughts of the past. Like, when those thoughts come up, you can easily just let it come, realize some of those negative things that happen, and release it. It's like you really just, you're attached to the past. And I believe you should be really talking to any Virgos that you may know, because it's like you're having attachment issues at this moment, and it's time to release those things that's just been holding you back. And to end out your reading here, I'm going to pull one card for you, for all my Geminis. There are many right ways for us to behave. So you just got to choose what do you feel good? When you behave this way, how do you feel? When you behave that way, how do you feel? And realize, is this coming from how you used to live in the past, or is this who you're becoming? So you just got to tap into your heart space of how you truly feel when you do certain things, because certain things that you do is tied to that past, and certain things that you do is tied to who you're becoming, which is such a great thing. So it's, you just got to really realize where those certain behaviors are coming from. And the card that you pulled is, our diversity supports our individual freedom. Our diversity supports our individual freedom. So I just feel like you just been going through a lot, because you just been getting pulled this way, getting pulled that way, and there may be a lot going on, because it's like you're getting pulled in every which direction, especially mentally. And that's why you really have to decipher what's really for you and what's not for you, what's from the past and what's for this new person that you're evolving into. And on the back of the card, it says, while your societies continue to try to dictate and enforce human behavior to please the majority because of your diversity, it continues to be an uncomfortable struggle that again and again falls of its economic weight. There simply is not enough money in the world to buck the natural currents of individual freedom and independence of thought. So what I'm getting from this is that what is your individual freedom? What is the independent thoughts that you are having right now? Stop the struggle because it's uncomfortable, and that you don't have to do what society wants from you. You got to do what's best for you, because I feel like that's where that struggle is coming from. It's like society is telling you to do this and you should do this. But how do you feel when you do those things? Because sometimes society can be a trap. And I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully, you got a good message from this, Gemini, because this is just wow. You're really evolving, and it's time to evolve and allow this newness to happen, because you have so much to give. You have so much to give, but you have to have this new wave of thinking, this new way of communicating, and start forming these better habits. It's time to make the sacrifice that you need to make in your life. Mwah.